His name lit up your screen again. After all those weeks of nothing, after you had finally slowly made a kind of peace with the silence, one buzz in your heart did the exact thing you had prayed it would forget how to do. It jumped, it hoped, it betrayed you a little, so you read the message twice. You went looking for the trap in it and for the promise in it, and somewhere in the middle you started to wonder if you had imagined the whole ending. Maybe he changed. Maybe the quiet taught him something. Maybe this time is different. This letter is for that, maybe. Because part of you already knows something is off about the timing. He found his words the very moment you stopped waiting to hear them. He noticed the empty chair, only after you stopped sitting in it, hoping he would finally look up. The man who could not give you 5 honest minutes when you were aching for them suddenly has whole paragraphs now that you are gone. That is not love showing up late. That is comfort being interrupted. Sit with that for a moment, because the difference will protect you. A man who misses you and a man who misses being chosen by you are not the same. Man, one of them aches for who you are. The other only aches for how you made his ordinary days feel. A heart that wakes up only at the sound of a closing door was never really sleeping beside you. It was just comfortable. It had gotten used to you the way a person gets used to a warm room. And you only feel the warmth once it is gone. Look at what your absence actually did. While you were present, you were a sure thing. Something he could lean on without ever paying for it. Your patience never raised its voice, so he never believed he owed it anything back. That was not because you were not worth it. It is because people rarely fight to keep what they are certain they cannot lose. Then you left, and the room went quiet on his side too. For the first time, the weight of you became real to him. Not your heart, your absence. The empty space where you used to be started speaking louder than you ever had to. Now hear this clearly, because everything rests on it. That panic he feels is not repentance. Real repentance has hands and feet. It shows up over weeks and months, not in one well-written message at midnight. It changes the very thing that broke you. A man who is truly sorry does not hand you the job of proving he has changed. He becomes the proof, quietly, over time, long before he ever asks for the door back. There is an old story worth sitting with tonight. God led a whole nation out of slavery, out of Egypt, out of the place where they made bricks under the whip and cried in the dark for someone to come and rescue them. He heard them. He split the sea in front of them. He went ahead of them as a cloud in the day and a fire in the night. He gave them their freedom with his own hand and walked them out toward a better place. And do you know what they began to long for out there in the sand? They longed for Egypt. The desert was hard. The bread from heaven tasted strange. The road was long and the nights were cold. The farther they walked from their chains, the prettier those chains began to look in their memory. They remembered the food and forgot the whip. They talked about the full pots of Egypt and went silent about the bondage that came with every bite. We were better off back there, they said. At least in Egypt we ate until we were full. But they were not better off. They were just tired of the long, holy, lonely work of being free. That is exactly what is sitting in your hand right now. Not Egypt itself, the memory of it, made soft and golden by how tired you are tonight. His message is the smell of Egypt's cooking drifting back to you in the middle of the desert. It does not mean Egypt was ever good for you. It only means the wilderness is hard this week. And old captivity knows how to dress itself up as comfort the moment you grow weary. Freedom was never behind them. It was always ahead. The only road back into chains was to turn around and walk into them on purpose. You are not in this quiet because God forgot about you. You are in it because He is leading you somewhere. Your old life could never take you. This silence is not your punishment. It is the sound of you healing without anyone interrupting the work. So when His nostalgia comes knocking, call it by its true name. It is not a transformed man standing at your door. It is a man who grew used to the warmth and only felt the cold the moment you carried it out with you. His regret is about the empty space in his life. It says nothing about your worth. Your worth was never on trial while he was gone. It was only hidden from him, the way the sun is still the sun behind a cloud. This is who you are, and it does not rise or fall based on who finally notices it. You are a daughter of the King. You are pursued by a God who never once needed you to leave in order to know what he held. He does not go cold to make you chase him. He does not learn your value by losing you, and then come scrambling back when the silence gets loud. He has been pursuing you this whole time, steady and gentle and unashamed. That is your standard now. Not a man who wakes up only when you walk away. A love that was wide awake the entire time. You did not come this far to turn around and go back for someone who only learned your value by feeling your absence. So let the door stay closed, not in bitterness, in honor of the woman who was finally brave enough to walk through it. The right one will never need you to vanish to feel the weight of you. He will know exactly what he has while you are still standing in the room. Leave a comment with the one line in this letter you most needed to hear tonight. And if his name lit up your screen this week and your thumb is still hovering over the reply, say so below, so the women reading this can surround you and pray you through it.